Hey everyone, we're about to play a modern match with our black-white tokens deck. This is not an amazing hand, mostly because we have two tap lands, and you don't really want two of these necessarily in our opening hand, but we do have, like, if we can just draw another land, we'll be in good shape. So I think we keep it. We also have removal for whatever we may need to kill. We may just start a little slow. So our opponent could be burn. Well, that makes things a little better. Do I play the plains first now? I probably do, so that I can at least play turn 2, raise the alarm, and then on turn 3 we can play one of these. But I guess we can just play our isolated chapel tapped too. Actually, I guess it would have been best to play shambling vent tapped, and then play my plains, and then play my chapel. Yeah, that would have been best. Oh yeah, so it's some sort of burn deck. And that card is pretty good against our tokens for a while at least. But yeah, I definitely should have played Vent, Plains, Isolated Chapel, but I did not. So I think Wish Unmaking is going to hurt a little against this deck. Ooh, especially when our opponent plays another guy. So I'm going to go ahead and play Raise the Alarm now. Our guys will be big enough to punch through our opponent next turn, so that's nice. Assuming we decide to just play another Intangible Virtue. We'll play our Vent, and we'll attack. I mean, why not? Maybe our opponent will think we have a combat trick that costs Phyrexian mana or something and not block. Nah, he's blocking. Darn. It might just be better to play Spectral Procession next turn, so that we have 6 damage coming our opponent's way. We can also gain some life with our Vent if we need to. Oh my god. That is not good, to say the least. Yeah, that's bad. We can path one of them, which isn't really a bad idea. But I think we go ahead and we just play Honor of the Pure. And now we can swing with our soldiers. See if our opponent kills one of them or something. Yeah, it looks likely that he will, since he decided to do that. Okay, he does. They all untap. 3 Thermo Alchemists is just silly. I'm trying to decide if I should just path the one who can't do anything now, or if I should wait a turn. Or, like, do it at his upkeep, but I feel like we'll just take so much more damage. I feel like giving him extra mana is not a huge deal since it's a burn deck, so we'll just path that guy. Drops us down to 13. We definitely have a good sideboard for this matchup, but we may end up losing this one. We'll play our Vent. Ooh, it's technically a white creature, isn't it? Yeah, 3/4. Faithless Looting. Yeah, it might be right to just start attacking with my Vent instead of playing anything else, because gaining life off of that's pretty big right now. I mean, the Procession would definitely make it so we have more damage on the table. And now that he played Blood Mad Vampire, it's probably just right to play Spectral Procession, since we can just block it. If he hadn't played that, though, it would have been good to play, to just make this attack with the 3/4 lifelink. Another path, so that's good. So I think we attack with our soldier first. All right. So now we will play Spectral Procession, pay all white mana for it, and suddenly we are pretty close to lethal in the air. I'm thinking I'm going to path another Thermo Alchemist to continue to reduce the amount of damage we're taking. So we will. Normally, you don't want to be doing this during your turn because your opponent has an extra land for the next turn. But against Thermo Alchemist, it could mean taking like 3 to 4 less damage, depending on what my opponent has in his hand. So I think it makes it more worth it than it usually is. Alright. Well, I think we might actually get this one now. Barring some incredible stuff from our opponent here. Because we're going to attack with our Shambling Vent, gain 3 off of that, and then also attack with all of these. This only does it to me. Yeah, it does it to me. Well, I guess if he has another 1-drop spell, we're in some pretty not great territory. Looks like he probably does, so this might just kill us or get close to it. Alright. Well. Better than it being pointed at our head, I think. Okay. I think we gotta gain life, unfortunately, so... I think that's what we want to do here. Take us back up to 8. Or 7. All right. Our opponent is dead in the air next turn. If we make it there. He needs, like, a lightning bolt right now would just kill us. That's 7 damage. 3, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So it's going to come down to this turn. Definitely siding out Anguish Unmaking. We can actually bring in our exile target red permanent. Ooh, that's not good for me. He's digging for something. I think our sideboard's going to help a lot. I mean, we have lots of ways to gain life in our sideboard. Well, mostly just 2, but that's a lot. Ooh, yeah, now we're dead. All right. Double Fiery Temper, of course. Okay. Well, we almost got there. That doesn't seem too great, but Timely Reinforcements definitely does. And Core Firewalker definitely does. Duress isn't incredible, but it is okay. Like, you know, playing Duress and getting rid of like a Lightning Bolt or something has pretty low impact. And we can bring in Celestial Purge. It'll be pretty good as well. Question is, what do we take out? I guess maybe just like a Secure the Wastes, because these games are going to be faster than really allowing me to do that. Or maybe, Zealous Persecution might be better. It can kill his Vampire, but not much else. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. I would like to play first. This is a pretty bad one, so we're going to have to mulligan it. We do have 2 paths, but not much else. Okay, this one's better. Having the Firewalker's awesome because it just can't die against his deck. And we even have a Duress, so that we can play on turn 1, so we'll get 1 card out of his hand. And I feel pretty good about Lingering Souls staying on top. This deck can't turn 1 Duress a whole lot of the time, but because of the way the mana is, but it's doing it this game. So, I guess we hit a Fiery Temper. He can't pay the Madness right now, luckily for us. But yeah, the Firewalker is going to make it really hard for our opponent to win. We're just going to gain a bunch of life on it. And of course, we can't actually cast it yet, but we'll get there. There's the Alchemist. Which our opponent got 3 of last game, and we still almost won, so I feel pretty good about that. So I'll play Raise the Alarm here. There it is. Yeah, I think we just want to play the Firewalker ASAP so we can gain as much life off of it as possible. Soren's also going to gain us a bunch of life, so that's good. I mean, Lingering Souls into Soren's a little better, but given our matchup, I think we just want to slam this Firewalker. And just start gaining life. So it basically will negate Thermo Alchemists, more or less, by having a core Firewalker in play. Because we'll gain 1 life every time our opponent plays a red spell. It even includes creatures, so to some degree it can negate even more than that. So it's not just instants and sorceries. Alright, so we go back up to 20. So if we can, we probably play Soren this turn. Just give everybody lifelink. Maybe. It might be just be still better to play Lingering Souls first and gain even more life. Okay. So you go into my dome with that or killing a soldier token? Seems pretty low. That's, you know, part of the reason we're playing this deck is because cards like Fiery Temper, Lightning Bolt are just terrible against, he's going to my dome. Or terrible against tokens. Alright. Okay, well now we have 2 Sorens. We're going to go ahead and attack with all our guys. And then we'll play Lingering Souls. I wonder if our opponent sided in like Pyroclasm. It'd be pretty good in his deck since his Thermo Alchemists don't die to it. And because of that, I think I'd probably leave Lingering Souls in my graveyard for a while. Okay. We're going to stay at 16. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of burn decks throwing Thermo Alchemist in Modern, but I think it's probably a good idea. I think you can probably do better than playing stuff like Fiery Temper, though, in Modern. Okay, there's the Vampire. Ooh, and Senseless Rage. Luckily, we can just block it all day. I guess he's probably only playing the Vampire, yeah. Ooh, a second Firewalker? That's pretty nice. Yeah, we'll attack with everybody, because we have a second Firewalker in our hand now. Sideboard for the win, I guess. So now we're going to gain 2 life for every spell he plays. I don't really see how he can win now. Pyroclasm isn't even going to kill them. And they can just attack forever. So it will be impressive if our opponent manages to win this one. Gutter Snipe will help. So now he does basically 3 damage with every spell he casts, and I'm only gaining 2, but still going to be hard for our opponent. We're just waiting to draw that 4th land for Soren, and then we will pretty easily get to lethal. And also gain so much life our opponent can't do anything about it. Yeah, that Lightning Bolt is pretty bad right now. Can only kill tokens. Killing a flyer, I guess, wouldn't have been the worst thing ever, but Well, that'll work. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'll have to block one of them. Okay, opponent scooped. He wasn't actually dead on that turn, but yeah. Yeah, I think the changes we made are good. Yeah, if we get this in our opening hand, it's pretty hard for us to lose too. Especially because we can just let our opponent play more creatures. And, you know, and this deck doesn't really usually play that many on turns 1 and 2 anyway, but yeah. Alright, well, we have this problem again. And 2 secure the waste is kind of bad too. I think we're going to send this back. I just feel like we can do a lot better. Okay, I think this one is better. We don't have any lands that come into play tapped. We have a nice removal spell, 2 nice removal spells, and some tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and get that because we are, in fact, going to want to be able to play Lingering Souls. So yeah, so our opponent's burn deck is a little more controlling than most are right now in Standard. I'm going to play the Plains. So if he plays a Thermo Alchemist, we definitely Celestial Purge that guy. Our opponent's Thermo Alchemists love him. Do I still do it? Yeah, I probably do. It's kind of nice to go Virtue into Lingering Souls, but you know, that's okay. We're just going to purge this guy and end our turn. Gutter Snipe, okay. Now we're going to play Lingering Souls and end our turn. Alright, so we go down to 18 at least. He may also Fiery Temper us. Oh no, he discarded Incorrigible Youths, which he can't play. So his opponent's deck is very Madness-centric, which is interesting. Ooh, we haven't seen that thing. And we've been lucky we haven't seen that thing. I think we have to kill that, basically, the young Pyromancer. I feel like we can race Gutter Snipe in the skies now. But this young Pyromancer is going to make it like impossible for us to race. So I think we just go for it now. Keep him from being able to even make a token. And we end our turn. Is he bolting one of them? He is. Sad day. It's going to make Sorin a little less good, that's for sure. He's killing the other one too. Alright. That was less than ideal. So I think we play Secure the Wastes and make 3 tokens at the end of our opponent's turn, and then Sorin. So that's going to be pretty big. Our opponent's like, oh good, he didn't do anything, but we can actually do a whole lot. Provided we survive here, we can do a lot. We could Secure the Waste now to kill his Gutter Snipe, I guess, but I don't think we want to. Nah. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to Secure the Wastes. Which will give us 3 2/2s, and then when we play Sorin, they'll do 9 damage and we'll gain 9 life, so pretty good. Yeah, our opponent hasn't had to deal with Sorin yet. We just never had the time to cast him in the last game. Here we go. Pretty good turn right there. We'll go back up to 18 and drop our opponent to 7. Pretty big deal. We'll play this land. All right, yeah, life gain is hard to beat when you're Burn. Our opponent also had 3 mountains in his hand, so definitely not ideal. Okay, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.